Let's set your feature field again. 30 laps coming up for the Mid-American Stock Car Series racers. Brian Olds in the blue number 38 on point out of Muskego, Wisconsin. Is outside of Joliet, Illinois. The 3 is Ron Vandemeyer Jr. He's already got one Mid-American win at Grundy County Speedway just a couple of weeks ago. Row number 2 inside the 10 is Bobby Gutneck out of Oak Creek, Wisconsin. Is outside from Green Bay, Wisconsin in the OV. That is David Verhagen. Row 3 inside from Stevens Point, Wisconsin in the 90. That's Marvelous Marv Flick is outside the 88. Rambo Rick Corso, the 1999 Mid-American Stock Car Series champion out of McHenry, Illinois. Don Wood out of Maribel, Wisconsin. Row 4 inside is outside the 32. The 2010 Mid-American Stock Car Series champion, Lyle Noah. 42, Eric Buchholz from Watoma, Wisconsin is outside Jack the Pachyderm Stern. 26 from Slinger, Wisconsin. Mark Plugger-Pluer out of nearby Brookfield, the 1996 Mid-American champion in the 54 is outside 74. Rick Tackman from Waukesha. Kevin Gentile in the 2 out of Elmwood, Illinois, the former Grundy County Speedway champion alongside the current point leader, the 48 of Brad Keaton. 22, Jeremy Spoonmore alongside the 38 of Jeff Holtz from Muskego. Fast qualifier Bill Pretzel in the 5 is outside the 01 of Ryan Gutneck from Oak Creek. Next row inside, Rocket Ron Wire out of Richfield, Wisconsin. The 07 is outside the 28 of Tom Jewell. The 80 car, Dustin Krebs, Mid-American rookie, alongside the 31 of Stephen Cox from Indianapolis, Indiana. 23, leading rookie contender, Dan Gilster out of West Salem, Wisconsin, is outside the 66 of Chris Story. The 101 is Jimmy Evans out of St. Francis, 174, Tim Fulford, Greg Beebe, 99, and the 53 of Bob Hamill, and we are green. Jump on the inside line. Ron Vandermeer hanging it on the high side. Not quite going to have enough. Holtz to the lead. Gutneck down to the second spot. Top line backs up just a little bit. A couple of drivers have to get on the binders. And here comes Marv Flick to the inside. He's not done. Charges to the inside of Gutneck. Almost 3 wide in turn number 3 as Marv Flick is on the move. Look at this. A big time traffic jam in 3 and 4. We're 3 wide. Almost 4 wide out of the 4th turn. To the stripe for lap number 1. It's led by Brian Holtz. Our swing all about doing the turn number 1 and 2. A major traffic jam again. We see cars going to the outside, going to the inside. Tackman's trying to get a run a little bit deeper in traffic. Vandermeer's going backwards in the 3. And here comes Lyle Nowak down to the inside. Brian Holtz is still showing the way as Flick tries to fight off Bobby Gutneck down the outside. Right behind, Corso starting to move up. Right in the tire tracks of Marv Flick out of turn number 4. Up for just a second. Old slams the door shut again and then stretches it out to 3 car lengths over Marv Flick. Flick trying to pull ahead on the backstretch. Bobby G's not letting them get away. Here also is the 27 car of Don Wood starting to close in on the top 5. He slides to the inside of the OV of Dave Verhagen. Behind them, still 3 wide as some of the faster cars are trying to make their way through the pack. Comes the 88 of Rick Corso, side by side with Bobby Gutneck. These two have done a lot of battle in Mid-American Stock Car Series action over the past 21 years. Side by side again, going into 3 and 4. Nothing decided for the 3rd spot. Flick doing all he can to try to track down Holtz. Now Verhagen going backwards on the outside line. That's allowing Tackman to move up toward the top 5. Wisconsin. Flick trying to close in as Gutneck continues to fight off Rainbow Rick Corso over that 3rd spot. And now Don Wood has entered the conversation. So is the 42 of Eric Buchholz. Meanwhile, keep your eye on the 32 of Nowak, the 54 Pluer, and the 38 of Holtz. Slowly starting to work their way through the top 10. Maintain a healthy advantage over Marv Flick, but he got sideways out of the turn, and Flick able to stretch it or close it back in just a little bit. Meanwhile, Don Wood weaving through traffic from the outside to the inside as he looks for the third spot as Flick continues to close in. Maybe some trouble for Holtz right now. Flick is right there on a turn 4, filling up his rear view mirror down the front stretch. Holtz slides up the track, Marv Flick down to the bottom of the run on a Stevens Point. Usually races on some of the smaller tracks. Now he gets wide, and here comes the 27 of Rodewald. Look at the pack racing up front. We might go 3 wide. This Corso tries to go down to the inside, decides against it. Again, Holtz slides up the track, all the way up to the third group. Can Flick make it pay off this time? On to turn 4, side by side with that top spot. Holtz gets sideways, almost gets back down into Flick. Holtz a little bit further back in the field. He makes a 3-wide maneuver, trying to pick up a couple of spots. Top 6, all right there. 7th place, Corso, then Fleur, then Holtz, then Pritzel, then Noah. Back up front. Holtz has held off Flick for the time being. That's allowed Bobby Gutneck to get back into that conversation for the second spot. On the outside, trying to take the line away from Flick. Side of the second spot, it's Fleur on the inside line of Bobby G, giving him plenty of space to race down on the bottom. But again, Bobby G gets away, finding some momentum on the top side, got the forward bite. It wasn't enough though. Fleur noses back ahead for the second spot. Meanwhile, Pritzel decides it's a good idea to run right down onto the bottom as well. Right behind him is Jeff Holtz, second fastest qualifier. They clear the lap car of Greg Beebe, and Fleur is down to second, setting his sights on the leader, Brian Holtz. Swings it way up top again. Fleur takes the lead away, and Holtz isn't done backpedaling. Now Pritzel showing some signs of smoke out of the 5 car. Everything seems okay. Holtz trying to get back in line. He gets spun out. Look out, Rodewald facing the wrong direction. Excuse me, that's Wood. Oh, Verhagen gets around. That one could have been more catastrophic as the yellow will fly. Jimmy Evans into the outside retaining wall out of turn number 2. Greg Beebe has spun as well as the yellow flies for the second time. It was fast and it was frantic right at the drop of the green flag. We had drivers going not only 3 wide, but 4 wide as Keith had dropped down at the bottom. Lineup all sorted out, ready to go now. 20 up onto the scoreboard. They'll click off 21 as we go green flag racing once again. Mark Plugger Fleur out of Brookfield, Wisconsin, trying to fend off another Milwaukee area driver, Bobby Gutneck, and another one in Bill Pritzel as well as we return to green flag conditions. Gonna let the 54 get away this time. Gutneck on the outside. Can he get the run down the backstretch? No. Fleur fights him off. Gutneck got a little sideways. Gathered it back up. Again, we're watching Spoonmore and Keith. We might go 3 wide into turn 3 as they both slide to the inside of Tackman. Not a lot of room over there. Racing just outside the top 5. Now it's Keith who's working his way up. Also Kevin Gentile, the driver out of Elmwood, Illinois, in the 2 car. He slides to the inside as well. Spoonmore's not giving much room down there. Back to the lead spot. Pritzel looking to the inside of the second spot on Bobby G. Fleur starting to stretch it out now. Holtz on the inside of Buchholz. Holtz might not be done. Let's see if he can get the run down the backstretch. Taking a look to the inside of Pritzel. We'll go 3 wide with the second spot, going into 3 and 4. Again, not a lot of room. Pritzel slows. That slows down Holtz. Bobby Gutneck back to the second spot. Buchholz threw his hat to the conversation, but he fades back now. Gutneck hangs on to second. Here's Pritzel back down to the inside. He wants the second spot. 7 laps remaining. This one getting all kinds of dicey. And now here's Buchholz trying to slide through the 5-hole, and that closes up very quickly. Pritzel now to second. Long way to catch up to Fleur. Here comes Jeff Holtz to the inside of Eric Buchholz now to the 4th spot. Right behind them, it is Brad Keith. He wants the inside line. Right behind them, sliding to the inside, it's the 32 of Nowak. Not too far behind Spoonmore. Side by side for 3rd. Look at Pritzel starting to close the gap with 6 to go. Now Bobby G some space on the inside, but again, that one not there. Here he comes to the inside. Bobby G starting to fall back just a little bit. Jeff Holtz down to third. Brad Keith to fourth. Eric Buchholz rounds out the top five. Again, it is Breitzel just slowly trying to close that gap on Mark Plur. This time by only a handful of laps left for Mark Plur. Series standings to the inside of the 10 of Bobby Gutneck. This one is for the 6th spot. Also in that conversation, the 2 of Kevin Gentile and the 32 of Lyle Nowak. Gentile now slides to the inside. Gutneck wants to shut the door, but Gentile is there. This is the battle for the 7th spot as Spoonmore has gotten away. Again, Breitzel closes the gap very subtly on Plur up front. Three-time champion Bill Breitzel, 00, 03 and 05 champion, sitting right there in the 2nd spot. 3.5 laps left for him to try to find his first regular season Mid-American Stock Car Series win here. Won that exhibition race, that was 2000 to win. Mark Plur still showing the way. Holtz also closing it back in 3rd as Nowak scrapping back there to the inside of Gentile. See that 5-car closing the gap on entry of the turn. A little bit better run for Plur out of the turn though. Finds the grip on the outside line. Breitzel within striking distance. Is he well enough within striking distance to get to the back bumper of Plur? Again closes the gap. Holtz is there as well. Keith not too far behind. Now Holtz might challenge for the 2nd spot as he looks to the inside of Breitzel. To the stripe this time. Lap 28. 2 to go. Gentile up the track in 4. Nowak will take the spot. Does anybody have anything left for Mark Plur? Breitzel all the way down to that yellow line, trying to close in on Plur. Continues to show him a little bit, but turns him away. Out of the 2nd turn now, we take a look at Jeremy Spoonmore. Wants the 5th spot away from Eric Buchholz. Now here comes Jeff Holtz to the inside of Breitzel, trying to take the 2nd spot away. Breitzel says no for now, slides up a little bit, and here comes the 38 of Holtz again, taking a look for that spot. The white flag is out this time. One more lap around for Mark Plur. Does Breitzel have anything left for Mark Plur? Again, showing the way to 1 and 2. Breitzel trying to close the gap. He's ready to challenge Holtz for the 3rd spot. Spoonmore has found his way into the top 5 and he'll pull away a little bit from Buchholz this time. Top 4, all in a row as they enter 3 and 4. One final time for Bill Breitzel to try to close the gap on Plur, securing the inside line. Breitzel trying to rev it up, seeing if he can catch up to Plur. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to. The Mid-American Stock Car Series feature goes to Mark Plur. Breitzel will come on 2nd, 3rd spot to Holtz. Brad Keith rounds out the top 4. And then it's Spoonmore, Buchholz, Bobby Gutneck, Lyle Nowak, Ron Van Meer, and Kevin Gentile. Rounding out your top 10. Well, that one certainly got interesting up front. Another 5, maybe 10 laps. The story might have been a little different as Brad Keith and Jeff Holtz were both closing in on your top 2, and your fast qualifier got there, but just not in time.